There's a lot of buzz these days around the terms good debt versus bad debt, but is there really such a thing as good debt? Watch this video and learn. Hi, I'm Brittney Castro, Head of Education here at Altruist, and this is Learn. All right, let's dive into the concept of good debt and bad debt. So, I guess you can say a good debt would be those debts that are attached to an asset. In this case, a home mortgage is connected to the home, which is an asset. Or perhaps you can define student debt as good debt because it's attached to you and you learning a curriculum or some sort of higher education to hopefully advance yourself to earn more money in the workforce. And you, after all, are the number one asset there is. So, in this situation, you can think of good debt as anything that will help you grow, whether it's growing your worth or growing as an individual. And you want to still be smart about taking on this type of debt. You don't want to take on too much debt or debt that you don't need, especially, for example, student loans. Sometimes you might get more than what you actually need. So define how much do you really need and make sure that you can afford to pay off that debt, even if it's considered a good debt over the course of your lifetime, given everything else you want to achieve. Now, bad debt you can define as something that would be a credit card or maybe personal loans or payday loans that come with high interest rates. And while I'm not a fan of the terms good and bad, I think what you really want to analyze here is if you have this kind of debt, um, why? Ask yourself, why do you have it? Was it because you were spending recklessly and not living within your means? And so you racked up some credit card debt with a high interest rate that you weren't aware of? Or maybe sometimes people get like a 0% offer on a credit card and then they forget that after 6 months or 12 months, whenever the term ends, that the interest rate skyrockets to something unreasonable and you forget to pay it off within that time range. So now you're paying this high interest rate on the debt that you owe. Or sometimes you're just in a situation where you're just starting out, you don't have a good credit score, and it's the only thing that you can get, and you need it. There's an emergency and you need money. You don't have a cash cushion to get you through, and therefore you use some sort of high debt instrument to take care of things. And that's what needed to be done, and that's okay. So I think, regardless of the situation, instead of feeling bad about it or condemning or judging yourself, just ask yourself why. How did you get there, and how can you make it better moving forward? And I think this applies to everything in our financial lives. We always want to feel like we have the power, we have the control to advance ourselves, regardless of where we came from or where we are right now, and make it better. So take time, educate yourself. How do you improve the situation? How do you constantly learn and grow to evolve in your financial journey? So hopefully this video was helpful in helping you understand the difference between good and bad debt. And come on over to Altruist and subscribe to Learn so you never miss an episode. And also check out Facebook so you can continue the conversation. Thank you for watching Learn. This is Brittney Castro, and I'll see you next time.